Don't get me wrong.
When I look at my life right now and I ask myself, which political party has made my life worse? It's not the Republican Party. Locally speaking, the Democrats have complete control and they have nearly destroyed my family's livelihood. Okay, we are living in trash and squalor everywhere. And unless the Democratic Party actually acknowledge these issues and solve these issues, rather than stealing our taxpayer money and funneling it to their nonprofit friends, they keep doing this, they're going to keep losing. And I'm going to keep speaking out against them. I don't care how much they hate Trump. I don't care how naughty the Republicans are being. Right now, the people having a negative impact on my life is the Democratic Party, and they need to change their ways. When we say we want to change the status quo, it doesn't mean we want to live in anarchy. It doesn't mean that we want to have $24 billion of our taxpayer money in California stolen by these nonprofits. It means that we want working people to be rewarded for their hard work. We want affordable housing. We want better working conditions, higher wages, better health care. These are things that Democrats used to purport to want to do. They don't do any of it anymore. And so I'm done with them until they change their ways.
Yeah. I completely understand it.
I really like Anna Kasparian because if you just sent her to a tanning salon, cut her hair short, remove her eye, and give her a you get me. 100%. I think the same. We have the same brain.
Put that on. I'm gonna bust at you real quick. Go ahead. Go ahead. Say something else to my fucking daughter. Nobody said shit to your daughter. Shut the fuck up. You shut the fuck up. Look at your fucking food. The fuck wrong with you? You get a gun? Bitch, get a gun and know how to act. Just stop your fist, huh?
The fact that somebody can talk to you with a gun, what do you mean? What are you talking about? Remember to subscribe.
Shut the fuck up. Get the fuck away from the car, you dumb bitch. Bye. Excuse me, go. Go. Excuse me, go. Go.
No. Why did you lower the window? Oh, it's normal maybe in your neighborhood.
No. Cause I was slept out to the fucking do it, bitch.
Yeah, record. She shoots off her gun.
So who shoot out the gun?
Her right there. Who had the gun?
Can also the ship commander reference as 330.
That's how they normally talk with you because they all have guns. Not legally. And how do I know it's not legal? Because you're not supposed to talk with a gun to anybody like that. You get that in training.
Lissa Valbrum is now facing several very serious charges, including aggravated assault with a deadly weapon and battery.
The shooting happened late last night at a fast food restaurant on Northwest 7th Avenue in Miami-Dade. Miami-Dade police say the 15-year-old girl was stable when she was taken to Jackson's Ryder Trauma Center. We, of course, will bring you any updates as we learn them.
And that's good news. 2 birds with 1 stone. She learned her lesson of safety and the daughter is safe.
I can definitely be honest about my own flaws and my own mistakes because I bought the mainstream media narrative that there wasn't a migrant crisis.
Really?
And yeah, I did believe it.
Wow.
I believe because, look, I was an idiot because, I mean, who do you trust in today's media landscape?
I know.
Right? There's a lot of liars out there.
Yeah,
and when it comes to mainstream media, the fact of the matter is they do play defense more and more for the Democratic Party. And that's an issue because there was a time when that didn't happen.
So ladies and gentlemen, she was very democratic. Very. Until they told her, you're a birthing person. She was like, no, I'm just a woman. But then on the street, a naked guy humped her leg. And she started believing in immigrants. Illegal immigrants to be exact. And they attacked her so much, she started realizing, hey, I'm actually on your side, but you keep stabbing in my back. We need to talk about it.
And everyone immediately, Anna's just a secret right-winger. Anna's a secret right-winger. And so I still believed in their good faith reporting, even though it turns out, a lot of these reports would omit really important details about what's really going on. And so it wasn't until Texas Governor Greg Abbott started busing or sending migrants to blue cities where that woke me up. That woke a lot of people up. And suddenly America realizes, there is a migrant crisis.
Why did that wake you up?
Well, how about this one?
Are you kidding?
How about this?
When I look at my life right now and I ask myself, which political party has made my life worse?
Well, because all of a sudden you're seeing migrants sleeping on the floor in the police department in Chicago because they don't have shelter for these people, right? You're seeing, I love watching streams of city council meetings because that's how you understand what's really going on in these cities, right? These are real people who live there and they get their opportunity to speak.
Chicago's been an amazing thing to watch.
Wild.
Yeah.
I mean, I watch every city council meeting from Chicago because it's
crazy.
incredible.
Yeah.
And for me, rather than relying on mainstream media reporting or anyone's reporting, to be quite honest with you, what I'll do is I'll go out of my way and I'll watch, the entirety of a government function, local government function. I talk to real people and I get a sense of where hearts and minds really are. And so on election night, I wasn't surprised at all. I knew it was coming. I totally knew it was coming. I knew that Cook County was going to swing, I think it's about 8 percentage points toward Republicans. I knew LA County, and this is what I was surprised about. I did not expect Donald Trump to flip 10 counties in California from blue to red. But I guess I shouldn't have been surprised about that either. Because when you look at the conditions that people are living in a Democrat-controlled state, well, yeah, you can understand why people are turning their backs on the Democratic Party.
It's actually very simple. If you tell somebody something doesn't exist, and a bunch of people start believing it because they want to be part of their party, some other people start realizing, hey, they believe it, so we can push it more.
Everybody stop. Hold up.
And they believe it so much that even the new people that join the party are like, hey, this is the new normal. They were always lying.
But I'd stop calling it a lie.
I understand why people are frustrated at the corruption, at the loss of $24 billion that was allocated to help the homeless when homelessness only exploded during that time, and that money is now unaccounted for. It was funneled to nonprofits whose executives get paid minimum $250,000 a year.
Because the nonprofit is there to give them a job. It's so stupid. I don't understand why people don't see that. It's so bad. With the damage that happened in Spain with that wave, people don't want to use non-profit. They jump on their own car and bring that stuff.
And they have multiple executives who are making at least that or more. And you just see the waste and you see the real grift. And so for people out there who are concerned about the grifters, take a good hard look at the systemic grifting that's happening right now. It's disgusting.
And instead of worrying about this, people are worrying about this. Stuff that's not even in their country.
I have spent a week in Argentina and I didn't see a single black person. Not walking on the streets of Buenos Aires, not at a restaurant, nowhere. The people are super nice, but where are the black people? Yo, come visit.
Why do you care so much? That's like me saying, hey, I'm walking right now in Angola and I haven't seen any white person.
Pick. Call him a hero. How? Would Daniel Penny be a hero if Jordan Neely was white? No. He'd be a man that went too far. But that's America. Black lives do not matter to you. They didn't matter in the 2000s. They didn't matter in the 50s and 60s. They didn't matter in the 1800s. Black lives do not matter in America. Black people don't mean anything to white America.
I'll be honest, if it was black on white crime, I don't think nobody would even report it because, yeah, it sends a wrong message.
CNN has obtained new surveillance video from the fatal shooting of the UnitedHealthcare CEO. And we do want to warn you that the video is, of course, disturbing.
CNN Bryn Gingras joins us. Bryn, take us through this video.
Yeah, Phil and Brianna. So we are only showing a few seconds of this video that CNN obtained, obviously, because it is very alarming to watch. Essentially, what we see in that video is the CEO, UnitedHealthcare, Brian Thompson, walking toward the hotel here behind me, and behind him comes the suspected gunman that police are still searching for. So you could see how he approaches Thompson from the back before then, where we freeze the video, he fires those shots at Thompson. What you do not see from these 5 seconds, and I can tell you, is that we also see someone sort of running the opposite direction. So that is something, of course, that police are going to be looking into in this video.
You really think people want to help this person? No, I think more people want CEOs to be afraid to misuse money of the people that are paying them.
You think that they know who he is? You think that they have his identity?
It's a good chance. It's a very good possibility with these new photographs that he has that they already know who he is. Mm-hmm. It's a very good chance of that. But I want to say something else that I know these criminal investigators are looking into as it relates to motive. There have been times when people have orchestrated their own demise for certain reasons. We know that there are some, and I'm not saying this is the case, but as an investigator,
like for insurance purposes?
Absolutely, insurance purposes. Maybe they fear some type of investigation down the road. Maybe they want to leave their family in a good light.
So let me understand it correctly. This guy gives health care, but he moved the thing so he doesn't have to give the money for the health care. He's being investigated. So he sold part of his company before the value of the company goes down. Seems more like somebody wants to jump ship.
I am speaking to the sentiment. People do want these executives dead. If you have
but you
watched,
said we want them dead, and I guess that's...
I mean, look, I'm going to say I'm with the people in the sense that if you have watched a loved one die because insurance has denied them life-saving essential health care, it is natural to wish that the people who run those systems would suffer the same fate as your loved one. And millions of people across America have had this experience. So yes, am I, when I say, do I wish someone dead, is that advocating for them to be killed? No, of course not. But am I going to shed tears or have a lot of empathy for somebody that has facilitated the deaths of thousands of innocent Americans through intentionally denying them coverage? I am not going to, weep over it. I do think that loss of life is a tragedy. I'm very against death generally, as a principle. But I think, again, why do we mourn certain deaths and condone other deaths of innocent, vulnerable people?
You might say, how does she stay employed? Well, crazy cells. That's what I believe, because just like she's thinking, I can say, why do you keep sending aid all over the world other than your own country? You're wishing death upon me. So can I wish death upon the president that keeps sending money to other people? Be careful what you say, people. And a lot of people these days don't think.
Don't get me wrong, makosa kita bong. Put the fire na mi blonde, kush hash, purple skunk, criollo, colombici, jam, jam, durloketa, berdetta, welcome.